Okay, great. I'm live. I kind of feel camera shy now because I haven't been on camera recording a video in such a long time, but I've been dreading this, but I have to do it. It's important I show my face. Okay. I'm not gonna wait for anyone. I'm just gonna talk because this will be recorded and posted on YouTube as well as Instagram IG. So yeah, hi everyone, hi sewing lovers. My name is Pilumi, and I want to say welcome back to my channel, but it's it's not a channel, it's Instagram live. Hi Jess, hi Tammy, thanks for joining. So I just want to just pop in here quickly to the quick announcement. If you follow me, you know that over the past 2 days I've made an announcement that I'm changing my name from Pilum Secrets to Sophelia Studios, as well as releasing my first PDF pattern. So I have my notes here because I tend to ramble on if I don't have talking points. So if you see me darting my eyes, I'm looking at my notes and what I have to say. So yeah, I announced 2 days ago that I'm changing my name from Pilum Secrets to Sophelia because it's a new journey now, from just sewing stuff to now having a PDF pattern. Hi, Jess is from Mexico. Hi. I really wish I had something to say Mexico to you, but I don't know. I'm blank. Yeah, so thanks for joining. So yeah, I'm changing my name from Pilum Secrets, and people always ask me why did I choose Pilum Secrets. I really don't know. Like, I was probably just tired of thinking of a name and it popped into my mind and I decided to just go with it. I really don't remember having like a serious thought on the name. Yeah, and it just stuck with me for like 3 years now. I've been going by Pilum Secrets on YouTube and on Instagram. So I don't know. So when I was thinking of a new pattern name for the new journey I want to embark on, I really wanted something that I've thought over, that was meaningful, and I really didn't have to search high and low for this one. It just, I wanted something to be meaningful and to reflect my passion and my vision for, you know, where I see myself taking this sewing craft to. And that's really just the love of sewing. And I didn't want to just say sewing love or whatever, and I just searched for other words that mean love, and philia came out. And I mean, everybody knows when you love something, when you have affinity for something, it's philia. So philia just means sewing love or love of sewing, either way you want to put it. Yeah, so that's the meaning behind the name. So I'll be changing everything from Sophelia to everything from Pilum Secrets to Sophelia Studio, which would include sewing blog, the YouTube tutorials still. So it's gonna still be the same content, still sewing and crafts tutorial content. I'm just now adding PDF patterns to it, so you can still expect it to be the same but better. So I'll be expanding to a PDF pattern and more things in the future as well. So yeah, just gonna look at what I wrote here. So yeah, back in 2018, when I started sewing, I didn't have an idea what PDF patterns were. I was taught how to draft a pattern from scratch, and it was only like last year or late 2019 when I really started getting into growing my Instagram that I discovered that, oh, there's actually something called a PDF pattern, an existing pattern that you just, you know, print from the internet and you use to make your clothes. So, and also I would make videos on YouTube showing you how to draft a pattern to make your own garment, and I would always get questions on what's the measurements from the shoulder to the bust point, or how long is this. I'm like, I'm only showing you how to do this based on my pattern or on my body measurement, and I've also shared a video on how to get your own body measurement. I can't really tell you how long this should be for you because it's your body and I'm not with you to measure you and stuff like that. So I really find it hard to answer those questions. And I even remember when I had the tutorial on how to draft a trouser pattern, and I included a link on the process of how to draft the pattern but not the pattern, and people kept on asking me where's the trouser pattern. Like, it's in the description box, but it was not actually the pattern, it was the process to the pattern. So I've always got questions like that, but I never thought 2018, 2019 that there was a PDF pattern. I never came across it. I don't know. As a sewing beginner, I didn't come across PDF patterns, and as well as I tried to help people to learn how to sew, it was really difficult telling them the measurements to get the design. It was easier to tell them how to use a sewing machine than how to actually sew a design or a garment. So I'm really excited that I got introduced to PDF patterns. I mean, most of the things I made last year were actually from PDF patterns. They just make the whole process of sewing easier. You just print out the pattern. I even enjoy the process of taping the PDF patterns together and just cutting and sewing straight ahead, and enjoying the sewing, actually, like the using the sewing machine process, not having to think about the mathematics of how the pattern or the design comes together. So that's the whole idea behind the PDF pattern. It's just to make sewing easier, more fun, more interesting. You also get to learn techniques. I mean, like what I plan with Sophidia sewing patterns are, for every pattern, as a beginner, you're learning something new. You're learning how to sew a zipper, how to hem properly. You know, like I want to bring out techniques from the sewing and just simple designs, modern designs, but are also easy to sew, and you also learn how to sew along the way. Okay. As long as you can use the sewing machine, you can sew a straight stitch or whatever, you'll be good with the Sophidia patterns. So like, it's been a long journey. I thought about the idea and started, putting things together since like March. And in between getting sick and other commitments, and yeah, I'm really just glad that it's getting to the point where it's about to be released. And it's been a long journey, like learning from scratch. I know how to draft patterns on normal paper, but learning how to put it on the software has been a completely different journey. Headaches and just shutting down the computer, but it's been a journey that I've enjoyed so far, and along the way I've changed my mind on the design to make. And I'm even just thinking that the very first design I started with, which also has a tutorial on my YouTube channel, I will put it out as a free pattern because it's really dear to my heart. So just watch out for that. After the release of this first pattern, I will put out my very first tester pattern out as a free pattern, because yeah, I really wanted to be out there in the world, because it was the very first thing that I thought about. Yeah, what else do I have here that I want to talk about? Yeah, so I also announced the tester call for the pattern yesterday, and I'm really happy with the response. Like, I did not expect to get the response that I got. And actually throughout this journey, it's also been a journey of overcoming my self-limiting beliefs and thoughts, like thinking no one knows me. Who's going to buy my pattern? Would they even like it? Would it be a good design? Would it appeal to people? I had all those thoughts in my head, and I really just had to push and get over my thoughts and not be my own stumbling block. So when I put out the call, and I really got, like, even after I got the first response, I was like warm fuzzy feelings. I really was happy. So thank you so much for those who have signed up to be a tester, and I really have more than enough. And I'm really sad that I would really do have to choose, because it would just be a lot of admin for me to have to bring on everybody and manage the whole testing process and getting feedback. So I really do have to select a handful of people. I have more than enough but I haven't chosen yet. There's still an opportunity. If you want to test the PDF pattern, my first PDF pattern, there's still an opportunity. You can sign up. The link will be in my bio, and if you're watching this on YouTube, because I'll put this live on YouTube, you can check the description box to stand a chance to help me, please. Test my first PDF pattern, because I mean, I used my own body measurement as like a base measurement, which is the size 10-12. So I also learned how to grade because I really wanted it to be size inclusive, and hopefully it would not just be size inclusive but body type inclusive as the years go by. But yeah, I really learned a lot from learning how to grade. It was not something that I was used to. Even when I sew for people, I'm used to sewing for people in my body type, which is not to discriminate, but it's just, yeah. And when I do have the chance to sew for people who are not my body type, who are smaller or plus size, I do have some issues, and I had to, you know, what's it called, make certain adjustment and I never thought about. So learning how to grade from scratch was really interesting. I learned a lot about, you know, how the body grows in a certain direction and not in others, you know, which when you see a person you think, oh, they're big this way, so you have more, but that's not true. But anyways, I don't need to get into all that. I learned a lot on how to grade and how to just put everything on the pattern. I'm really excited to just share that going forward. So like I said, if you want to help me out to test, like I said, Sophia Patterns is really inclusive. Color, height, body shape, body type, whatever, it doesn't matter. So don't be shy, do sign up to please help me test the pattern. It's for everyone. So I'll be picking the pattern testers over the weekend. So another thing is the deadline is really short because I've been working on this since like March, and I just want it to be out now. It's taking so long. I don't want it to take any longer. So the testing period is quite short. So if you have the time, please do help me to sign up, and we'll get chatting and I'll get your feedback. I'm looking forward to get your feedback. So now let's just talk about the pattern itself. I named it the Azania pattern. I'll talk more about why I gave it that name in another video. But yeah, I love that name. Azania pattern, Azania dress. It has two views, a dress and a sort of like a sweater top, but it's the Azania dress. So it's a sweater dress with puffy cuff sleeves as well as a tie around necktie, which I think is really cute and modern. Turtlenecks are cute, but you know, when you just have the opportunity to have a turtleneck plus a nice bow and tie, I think it looks really good. If you haven't seen the line sketch, it's on my post. Do check it out on how the Azania dress is supposed to look like. And because it's winter here, it's just seasonal appropriate. I mean, it's summer everywhere around the world, and I do think you can still convert the Azania sweater dress into a woven summer pattern, but I will make a video on how to hack the pattern later on. But for now, the basic original pattern is a sweater dress with a necktie and puffy cuff sleeves, which I love cuff sleeves, as you can see. It's also a cuff sleeve. Yeah, so it's a very easy to use pattern, and over the course of, you know, after the release next month, I will be sharing tips on how to sew knit fabrics for beginners. Woven fabrics are always recommended for beginners, but at some point you would have to tackle the challenge of sewing with the knit fabrics, and they're actually really easy. Just remembering a few tricks and using the right tools. It's very easy to sew, very forgiving, and you can make beautiful garments out of knit fabrics. So I will be sharing tips on how to sew knit fabrics for beginners. Like I said, I want my patterns to teach sewing beginners tips on how to sew and how to get better at sewing. So this first challenge will be tackling how to sew knits, which is not hard, trust me. So the pattern, like I said, is easy to use. It will teach you how to sew knits, and you also have a very simple, beautiful modern garment as well. Yeah, so watch out for the details of the release and all the tutorials that will come out after that as well. Yeah, I'm just so excited. And I can't wait to see it on different people with different fabrics, different colors, amazing people. Like, I really look forward to just seeing lots of people using the pattern, and we can just grow this sewing community together, because I really do love sewing. Like, even though it gives me headaches and backaches, I'm just like, I dream about it and I just still want to sew. So it's just the whole process for me. I just love it. Yeah, and I love clothes. So what else do I have here to say? I've talked about the name change and the pattern. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. So hopefully with this pattern and subsequent patterns, I won't be getting questions on how long should I make this be, what's the next circumference. The pattern is already there, and standardized measurements for different sizes. All you have to do is pick your size appropriately, print it out, paste it together, cut out the pattern, put it on your fabric, and You only have to make minimal adjustments and you get your fabric. And the only questions I have to answer is sewing technique questions or how to sew, not body measurement related measurements, because yeah, the PDF pattern figures that out all for you. So the pattern is size inclusive, as I said. The maximum bust measurement is 61.5 inches. The waist maximum measurement is 53.5, and a hip of 62 inches. So it runs from size 6 to 36 US size. I think for the UK would be a size 4 to 32. I'm not sure, but yeah. That's it. A lot of sizes in between, so you can choose from. You probably only have to adjust the length of the dress if you're a shorter person, or if you're a taller person, increase the length. But it's supposed to be like a loose, not baggy, but a free fitting sweater dress. Yeah, with beautiful accents on the cuff and the necktie. I love it. So yeah, I'll be sharing a full sew-along sewing tutorial video as well on YouTube as well as on the blog. So I just want to give you all the resources you need to go on the journey to sewing your own garment at home for yourself. Yeah, and I think that's all I have on my notes here. Thank you for everyone that has joined. So this was just to officially announce the release of, well, not the release, but just that the first PDF pattern will be coming out soon, and the name change and all that you should expect. And yeah, so I'll be picking out the testers this weekend, and over the next 2 weeks we'll be testing and making adjustments to the pattern if needed. And then maybe the following week, end of next month or close to the end of next month, the pattern will be released. So do watch the space for that announcement as well. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your support so far. It's really made me really happy. And I look forward to continuing to share more of my passion, love for sewing, and more craft sewing tutorials on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, wherever I can. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a good day. It's time to go start my day now. It's only 9 o'clock here in South Africa, so I have a long day ahead, and I look forward to what I want to do today is take pictures. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but let me take pictures of the test garments, the test dress that I made, and there's still other things to flesh out on the sewing tutorial, sewing instructions, but I'll spare you that boring detail. And yeah, have a good day, guys. Bye. Okay, is this ended? I don't know. How do I end this? Okay, I'm not sure how to end this. Do I just click on that? Okay.